All right, so I just want to review real quick some partial quotient strategy for division, okay? So let's do this one because this is our best example since we have a very large number here. So we're going to do 8,753, make that 7 look a little better, divided by 51, okay? So the best thing to do, since we have such a large number, a lot of you guys just want to do like 51 times 10, and just that's only 510, so that's just going to take little bits off. So what I always do before I even divide this out is just to think of quick multiples of 51 um, to help me get started. So I always just start with something easy, so something like 2 times 51. So I would even write that on the paper. I would just set up this little chart on my little paper before I even divide it. And it 2 times 51, and just real quick, work that out, get 102. And then before I even would do anything up here, I would keep going. So 5 times 51, and I would get 255. And then do 10 times 51, okay? 51 times 10, anything times 10 is easy. That's 510. And then 20 times 51. And 20 times 51, if you know 2 times 51 is 102, just append 0. 20 times 51 is 1020. And then do 50 times 51. And if you know 5 times 51 is 255, 50 times 51, you just need to append a 0. 2,550. And then 100 times 51, well, if you know 10 times 51 is 510, 100 times 51 means it's 5,100. So then let's use this to help us know what kind of good chunks we can take out of our dividend here. Well, I'm going to go all the way up to 100, okay? Because I can take 5,100 out of here. So I'm going to do 51 times 100. I'm going to put my 100 over here. That's my first partial quotient. So 100 times 51 is 5,100. So I can take a nice large chunk of that 8,000 away. So now I subtract. 3 minus 0 is 3. 5 minus 0 is 5. 7 minus 1 is 6. And then 8 minus 5 is 3. So now I have 3,653 left to divide. Well, I'm going to look at my chart here again. I can use a 50 here because 50 times 51 is 2,550. So I'm going to use a 50. So 50 times 51 is 2,550. So I'm going to put my 50 here. That's my next partial quotient I'm going to use. And then I'm going to subtract. So 3 minus 0 is 3. 5 minus 5 is 0. 6 minus 5 is 1. And then 3 minus 2 is 1. So now I have 1,103 left to take out. Well, I'm going to look down at my chart again. I can take a 20, or I can take 1,020 out because 20 times 51 is 1,020. So I'm going to do that. So 20 times 51 is 1,020. Now I'm going to subtract. 3 minus 0 is 3. You can't take 2 from 0, so here, this is where you need to be careful. I need to make a trade. So I'll go next door, make a trade here. Now 10 over here. Now I can subtract 10 minus 2 is 8. 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. So now I only have 83 left to divide. Well, if I even look down here, 2 times 51 is 102, so that's still too much. So 51 can only go into 83 one time. So 1 times 51 is 51, and now subtract. So 3 minus 1 is 2, and 8 minus 5 is 3. So I have a remainder of 32. So now I just need to add up my partial quotients. 100 plus 50 plus 20 plus 1, well, 100 plus 50 is 150, plus 20 is 70, plus 1 is 171. So my quotient is 171 with a remainder of 32. Or I could report my remainder as a fraction and say that is 171 and the 32, the remainder becomes the numerator of my fraction. So, and my divisor becomes my denominator. So, or I could say 171 and 32 51sts.